BYU, Utah, Texas Tech. The committee just did something shocking. This is Locked On Big 12.
You are Locked On Big 12, your daily podcast on the Big 12 Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to an emergency Locked On Big 12. I'm Drake Toll from America's #1 Big 12 podcast, Locked On Big 12. Thank you for making this show your first listen every single day. The College Football Playoff Committee, headed up by Mack Rhoades, athletic director at Baylor University, did something that stunned me. They got it right. They ranked Utah way higher than I expected. They ranked BYU above Oregon. They ranked Texas Tech above Oregon. Now, look, the Cincinnati thing, no two ways around it. Cincy should be a top 25 team. You cannot explain to me how Pitt, who lost to West Virginia, I love you, West Virginia, I love you so much, but you're not a very good football team this year. Pitt, who lost to West Virginia, how Tennessee, who has 3 losses on the season, how those teams, how Missouri or Washington get to be ranked. Michigan, what has Iowa done this year to be top 20? Like, that's where the committee decided they're off their rocker. They're on that drug. That drug? I don't know what drug it would be, but honor code violation. They decided that, hey, from like pick 19 through 25, we're going to make pretty much no sense, and you're going to think we're insane. Also, I want to fight a little bit for the little man Georgia Tech here, who's at 17. The ACC, a one-loss team out of the ACC. I guess they really haven't beaten anybody because Clemson's terrible. And the committee's like, you know what? Fine, 17. One loss is all it took for them to just be plummeted. They got the Big 12 treatment. You know who didn't get the Big 12 treatment? The Big 12. We got to be good. This is the first. We're ranked above Oregon. But committees past would have ranked Texas Tech and BYU below Notre Dame. And then some fat guy gets on camera and goes, well, you know, we looked at the strength of schedule, and more importantly, the losses that Notre Dame's taken have been pretty good losses. That's the issue. And Booger McFarland's also, what is Booger still doing here? I thought we got rid of Booger a long time ago. He was just on the TV screen for me. And we get to Ole Miss, and Booger's comments are, well, they looked really good in that loss against Georgia. Well, they were really strong in that. Well, they lost to Georgia, but it wasn't really a loss because of how good they were. Well, I was super impressed with their loss against Georgia. Like, what, dog? At home? Are we still playing this game of I'm very happy they lost? They looked so good doing it. Like, I can only hope that they give BYU and Texas Tech in this football game on Saturday the benefit of the doubt of the loser looked really good losing. And what I think we've proven, like, take this into account. Georgia Tech lost to an NC State team that is pretty bad, like putrid. If Utah's only 2 losses are to number 7 and number 8, the committee says, hey, in that event, they're still a top 15 team. They're number 13 in the country. We're not going to listen to the stupid AP poll voters who are bad at their jobs. There's some weird beat reporter out of Fresno, California, who's never watched a football game in his life, and he just ranks 25 teams. He's like, oh, Alabama must be good. That's what the AP poll is. Thankfully, the College Football Playoff Committee did not do that. What they did with Utah is said, if your 2 losses, a la Notre Dame as well, are 2 top 10 teams, we're going to honor you. Now, I do think Utah should probably be above Texas in that event, probably be above Oklahoma in that event. But Texas lost to Florida. They're not good. In this, though, I'm not upset the Utah Utes got put at 13. I'm not upset they're above Vanderbilt. I'm not upset that with 2 losses, they're above Louisville and Virginia and Georgia Tech. I think they got it right because the ACC is ultimately so weak this year. And there are so many ACC teams that are outside looking in of the college football playoff now. Let's also consider when Georgia beats Texas, Utah gets to move up. When Notre Dame loses to Pitt, Utah gets to move up. When Oklahoma loses to whoever they'll lose to down the stretch, because surely they will, Utah gets to move into a position in the college football playoff. And if Utah does not play in the Big 12 championship, it's probably better for Utah. If you keep winning, the odds of you moving up 2 slots are very high. Utah is a college football playoff team. This is the best case scenario to get multiple Big 12 teams in. Because think about this. You ready for this? Oh, I just had the greatest thought of all time. Share this with your friends. If BYU loses to Texas Tech, the furthest they can drop is 12. Why? Because Utah, the Utah Utes, they can't go above BYU. BYU beat them. And then in the event that Texas loses to Georgia, and when Texas does lose to Georgia, Utah moves up a slot. If Notre Dame loses to Pitt, Utah moves up a slot. And guess who else moves up a slot in this event? BYU. We're inching our way toward 3 Big 12 teams in the college football playoff. That is the strength of the Utah Utes, the BYU Cougars, and the Texas Tech Red Raiders this year. This ranking favors the Big 12. This ranking likes Utah. This ranking is going to give Utah respect down the stretch the way an SEC team like Oklahoma is going to get respect with multiple losses. This is the perfect scenario at the top of the conference. We should all be very excited. Usually I open these shows and I'm like, dour, sad, terrible, gross. How we've been spit. How they've spited. They out of spite. They put us low. In this case, no. The Big 12 got its flowers. BYU and Texas Tech are in position for a college football playoff bid, and so is Utah. That's exactly what we needed, man. My heart couldn't take it. I've eaten way too much bacon here recently. The arteries are closing. And I am happy with what the committee did. Yeah, maybe Georgia's better than BYU. Maybe Alabama's better than Texas Tech. I'm okay admitting that right now. I'm fine. I'm not going to be here and pompous and, BYU's undefeated. They should be number 4. I mean, I get it. Ole Miss is good. Georgia's good. Alabama's good. Yes. Like the SEC is probably getting those 4 teams in. But the Big 12 has a very open window to get 3. And the Big 10, yeah, they'll get 3 as well. Like that, it's really the fall apart of the ACC that is hurting that conference and opening the door for the Big 12 to absolutely get 3 teams in the college football playoff. I think it's going to happen. I think Utah is that 3rd team. This is good. Happy, joy. I'm excited by this, and I hope that you are too. The Big 12 won today. America wins. War is over. The Big 12 is getting respect for the first time in a very long time. Today's emergency show is brought to you by FanDuel. NBA is back. No better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you missed the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can combine your live bets into same-game parlays for a shot at a bigger payout. Keeps every game exciting, especially when your team is making that late push. Right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Head to FanDuel.com, sign up, play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. FanDuel is the place to go right now for you, FanDuel. God is alive, and he's a Big 12 fan. This is good. This is very good. This has been, it always will be. Locked On. Thank you for making this your first listen every single day. Oh, the home of 3 top 15 teams. Dose Grande.